Welcome back inside the Q Center. Another edition of Karod's Corner, presented by Tim Hortons, is live from the broadcast booth high above the ice. We welcome you back inside the Q Center in Colwood. Big win for the Grizzlies. It's a big weekend for you guys. So we're here up with associate coach Sunil Karod for another edition of Karod's Corner, and kicking off a big weekend where you've got Langley and now Surrey on Saturday and Sunday. You kick it off with a Thursday night win over the Coastal East Division leading Express. That's a long introduction to where we are, but how do you feel?
Good. It's nice to win in the queue here. It feels like it's been a while.
Yeah.
That was it's a good game plan for us today, and the guys executed for the most part. You can see why Coquitlam's first in the coast. They play a very, very simple game. They get pucks out, they get pucks in, and they wait for breakdowns and opportunities. Like, they're not in a rush. Same message I've been preaching for 5 years. Like, you kind of got to stay the course. It might take you 60+ minutes to win a game, and that's what they do. Like, they just bang pucks out, and it's frustrating on the other side of that to play that kind of game. But you just kind of got to get in that rhythm of pucks are going up, pucks are going in. Just wait for your opportunities, like a soccer game, a little bit more.
Yeah.
That way. And so it's nice. It's nice to win at home. I think the guys feel good about it. They stayed to the game plan as long as they could, and couple breakdowns, and some end up in the back of your net there, but
yeah,
it was a good overall effort.
The way I was going to explain it was the team got some big goals. Jack McDonough's, I think, was a huge one for the momentum shift, but then it seemed to fall off a little bit in the second period. There seemed like some sloppy play, some weak plays, getting the puck out, some giveaways and stuff. Felt like Vets Van Uggs was really good to keep you guys in it. Was that nice to have that cushion, and why was there maybe a shift a little bit? It felt like after that penalty there was a bit of a momentum shift.
Well, there was two quick goals, like from Sylvie from behind the net, and then Jack on the breakaway. And I think, Parker, the goalie, is a bit rattled, and so we want to push, and you kind of get loose too. And this is, a young group that, not necessarily in age, but they're a young group together with all the changes that we made. And I find that we started to drift a little bit of thinking about maybe a little bit of offense, or in the D zone our wingers are drifting outside the house, and that's where they scored their first goal from. And you see that, and these games are good to have now. Like, that's a big game for us. That's a number one team coming into our barn, and these are lessons we can learn going into the playoffs. Of you have a 4-2 lead, 3-1 lead, you cannot sit on it, especially with good teams like Coquitlam coming in here. You really have to keep pushing. You got to play to win, and there's the whole, playing not to lose and playing to win. I think there's a bit of a 2-goal cushion. We were kind of sitting back a little bit, and just that's something that we'll learn, that you keep playing the same game. You keep pushing, but just be more responsible. So, and then with Mikas in net, the first 2 goals are post and in, so he's not giving them much to shoot at. Yeah. And the third one, it's a 6-on-5 between the legs there, and
it looks like he missed it, and it kind of changed up on him and just slipped
and it was an easy entry, I thought, for our guys letting him in with that speed there. So then now you're sitting on your heels, and if we learn from this, it's a good experience. If we don't, then it's on us. But I think we'll learn from this, so we can kind of go heavy on the video of this win, and kind of show the guys the right way to play. And I think 90% of the game we played the right way.
Yeah.
They scored on the the 10% that we didn't. Yeah. So those are things we got to tighten up, and it's a process. People, and us included, kind of forget it's only been 5 games with this group. We had a couple games, and a couple games, a break, and then a couple more games. So it's like September almost, kind of, for these guys, because they're a new team.
Some big goals for you guys, like I said, Silver being the main contributor to that. One of the habits I did see at some points, which did seem to hinder you guys, was backhand plays up the wall that get knocked down and kept inside the zone. Is that just a thing of teaching, where you keep saying, don't do that, if you're not sure, turn and either play it around or just eat it on the wall? Or how do you take that out of the game?
Yeah, they're very heavy coming down the walls with their D-man. Lee Stone, who's their forward coach, I coached against him for years when he was in Campbell River, and he played that 2-3 system, and it's really hard to play when the D-men are coming down the walls like that, and your D-men are used to just either rimming pucks or putting them up the wall. Yeah. It's a change, especially for a big D, but it's skating pucks out. We talk to them, and that's just, I think, the lack of experience there. Yeah. We keep telling them the only time you're putting pucks on the wall is if it's kind of forecheck and you're rimming it hard around, and yeah, you want to keep the puck off the walls. Like, how many times did they create offense of just reading that? Even though our wingers were there, they're still reading those plays. It's hard as a winger to back up on a D-man like that, especially when he's coming forward on you. So that was a bit of, I think, pressure on, some young D-men there, and, and even some forwards. Again, it's just experience. It's all learning for them right now at this point, and, just got to keep moving forward with it and keep teaching. And, yeah, they score a lot of goals off that, and we've shown them a lot of clips. So it's a bit of they were into it, and then, you kind of forget or have a lapse of judgment there for a second.
You guys have not had any trouble scoring this year, except for maybe a 2 or 3 game stretch. Why is that? I mean, is the team more talented than teams in the past, or is it more of a free-flowing system? Even tonight we see just finding ways to score.
I think it's a bit of both. We give the guys a little more offensive freedom. Like, we don't stifle them like we have in the past. In the past, we were more focused on defense, and maybe not enough this year, but we can score. We have a fast team, probably one of the faster teams in the league, I think, and we want to exploit that, exploit other D-men there, so we want to use that speed. So it's almost like the chicken and egg. Do you teach defense first or do you teach offense first? And,
both.
There's no right answer.
Your defense leads to offense.
Yeah, no. You have 10 coaches.
Cowichan, your offense means there's no defense.
Your offense means there's offense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's, you want to keep pushing on offense. You want to keep scoring goals. There's gonna be those times where you have those 1-0 games, and like PG.
Yeah.
And then in Cowichan, you explode the next night. So it's like, you don't know when it's going to happen. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. When Sylvie's scoring, it's usually a good thing. That'd be a fun stat to look into, how many wins we have when he scores. Because I think he scores in a lot of wins more than losses.
Seems to score in bunches, too.
Yeah.
When he gets hot, it's like 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, and hopefully he can keep that trend going.
Yeah.
And, he's starting to pick it up again. But, yeah, we're still focusing on defense. We made a couple changes in the D zone, which I think has helped a lot. So we just have to keep with it, and you got to keep focusing on defense without hindering the offense. And guys like Gary and Matt, guys from 2 different sides of the spectrum, with Matt Irwin and Gary Nunn. And Gary's a high offense, high caliber player, and Matt's a high caliber defensive player who made a living in the NHL of just banging pucks out of the zone. We were watching some of his clips the other day. And,
so simple, it almost makes you mad, isn't it?
Yeah, like Stanley Cup finals. He played against. He had. He's telling us he had some injuries there, and he was up against McDavid for the night, and McDavid didn't get a point that night. And it's like, okay, the best player in the world right now, and the planet, and the fastest too. And Tom, you might disagree with that, but
I don't disagree that he's the fastest.
Nice
Is he the fastest though?
He was at one point. He's got explosive speed, let's say, but he was playing against Matt. He was playing against them, and he just said you got to slow him down. And I think our D, we have a really good D corps. I think they're all capable of it, and. So having those 2 guys come in, and Matty focusing on one end and Gary on the other, but then they also have those points that, really help us out as coaching staff as well. Like, you got four good coaches, I think, in the room there talking, and, it's just keep hammering at it, keep hammering some things in. And, I was on a call with a couple AHL coaches last week, and all 3 of them had the same message of, we want to hammer a point in until the players start saying, okay, coach, we get it. It's like, then you keep going more and more and more. So there's some non-negotiables that we definitely have to hammer into these guys, and they're going to keep hearing from it. And, that's just something we got to keep doing.
We're 10-1 when Max Silver scores.
We're 10-1 when Max Silver scores.
10-1
Thank you,
when
Chris,
Max
over
Silver
there.
scores. Like, that's.
How did you find that so fast? Wow.
Like, I knew we had a lot of wins with him, so when he's scoring,
That's
we're winning.
a wild stat, actually. That is a wild stat to think about. When he scores, we're 10-1. Albeit he scores 600 goals against Powell River, but,
There's still 2 wins.
A goal's a goal.
Goal's a goal.
A goal's
What's
a goal.
he at now?
18.
18?
It's a good year.
How many games do we have left?
18.
18 games, so he could hit 25, 30.
Do it, man. Do it, Max.
You hit 30 like our old
Do
coach
it
said.
to be cool.
You hit 30 goals, you don't have to back check anymore.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll take that. I'd rather a good back check in 25
100%.
than 30 and none.
We'll say 50 and you don't have to back check.
There you go. For you guys, it felt like over the last 12 games before tonight, when it was a bit of a rough stretch for the team, obviously some turnover and trying to get the team to look the way that you want, that the team kind of got away from the way it was built, which was to chip pucks in, go get them, play heavy on the puck. Tonight really felt like a game where you guys, at every opportunity, chipped it in. Their defensemen were pivoting, turning, going back for the puck, hard pressure on them. Was that a big emphasis over the week on how to play tonight?
100%. We've also kind of looked at ourselves as coaches, and you got to start with ourselves first before we look at the team. And the big thing we said is we got to go back to basics. We got to bring things back. Like, it's not like last year where we had a 3-year veteran team come in and they knew the basics, so you could expand on a lot of things there. This team, maybe we might have started a bit too early with all the just kind of continuing on and having, going from 5 returning players to Denny and Max, who was 3 minutes a game last year. So we went back to the basics, and the guys have bought into it. It makes practice a little simpler, and I think they like that. Is that Heinze over there?
Here. Yeah, look at these guys over there. We should wave them on up. We should get someone to come on up. There's Heinze.
No,
yeah, of
Heinze
course he doesn't want to come
up.
up.
Who's that? Is that Blixty?
Yeah, come on up. Yeah, we're gonna have Matthew Jenkins. Jenkins coming on.
Do we have the extra guest mic? This is the most random and off the cuff joining of an interview of all time. It looks like Jenks is going to join us up here.
Yeah, Jenks had a good game today. He had a nice shot there off the post.
Yeah, he was unlucky to not go ahead. Here comes Matthew Jenkins into Karod's corner.
First guest of the year.
First guest of the year. Well, we had Ollie. Oh, this is a little bit mangled.
We did.
But here we go. Get in here, Jenks. You're live and on the air.
Oh, here we go.
You got to talk into the mic.
No,
Yeah,
I'm good.
you got to keep the mic right there.
They want to ask about my post. Yeah, it was a good play skating up, and I bumped into Heinze over there, who made a great pass to me. Heinze is a terrific deep partner. I can't say enough about him.
It looked like you kind of lulled everyone to sleep there. You kind of just were carrying it, and all of a sudden, quickly off the back foot. You beat Parker clean, but it just went right off the inside of the post and out.
I told him if it went a bit harder of a shot, it might have hit, might have forced its way in there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rainbow shot, but I don't think he expected it. So
yeah, that's what I mean.
Just kind of a quick shot, and it would have been nice to go in, but
Yeah, that's for sure.
You get a lot of shots from the back end. You just got to keep shooting.
Yeah.
What did you see in Jenks' game that you liked today? He played a lot of minutes, shutting them down. You guys pick up the 4-3 win. What did you like, Sunil?
Today was probably he didn't cheat for offense, which he has a tendency to do at times.
Okay.
But I just thought he was he was responsible. He wanted to win. Obviously, I think he wants to win every night. But you could really see the leadership come out from a veteran player tonight, and in terms of just keeping things calm, getting pucks out, following the game plan, and when you have a really intense game like this, and you have a lot of I don't want to say rookie D-men because they're not rookies, but D-men into this league that are they're new and they're younger. You need that experience from guys like Denny and guys like Jenks, and this is where their leadership shows up, and so it's important to see. And he's definitely getting chirped right now.
Yeah, what are they
might
saying
get fined
over
in
there?
court here, but no, like that's what I liked. And you know what? He creates that offense when he knows when he needs to do it, and he'll jump up in the rush when he needs to. But today was just a solid defensive game that we needed from a veteran leadership defenseman on the back end. That's what he did.
It seems like the vibes are pretty immaculate right now. They're having a good time now, yelling up at you. Is it safe to say that win was pretty needed for your group?
Yeah, I think the last 3 games, ever since all the trades have happened and stuff like that, I feel like even the team can tell the last 3 games, I feel like we've been coming together. I mean, Prince George, that was a tough one, and I mean, we were right there in Couchin, but tough to let up 5 goals in the first.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just, it was huge for the team morale and stuff and spirits, and you can tell we're in good spirits and stuff. But now we have to keep building off it. It can't just be one and done, and it's a good way to start the weekend. We'll get a nice rest tomorrow, practice, I don't know, whatever.
Are we practicing tomorrow?
No.
No practice.
We'll be
Video, so, but then back at it. Langley and Surrey, 2 winnable games, so yeah, I don't know, this is exciting. I think we like the group we have, so it'll be good.
Yeah. Matthew, thanks for coming up, man.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Go stretch out, man. Go stretch. Yeah, shake my hand.
Shake my hand.
Good job. Big win.
Thank you.
Big win for Matthew.
Gotta
Go
go
stretch.
lead.
Gotta go stretch. Gotta go stretch.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming
joining
on.
us.
I feel like we're back in 2023 when we had the most impromptu guests on the show. Karod with his sunglasses. Pirtle just showing up, yelling on the whole time.
Yeah.
We have to convince either Jake or John to come on the show at some point.
Imagine John on. We may not be a little bit.
We might have to do John from down there.
Yeah, John from down. We can. We should just.
Yeah.
Have this.
How did that go today? With
It was good. I think we need to get a new webcam because the camera isn't the most.
Well, I pop out of the coach's office there, and I'm like, what is Parker watching? Are you watching his own video over there? What's going on? I didn't realize he was talking to
scrolling
you
through
guys.
his video, watching his goal back over and over.
Yeah, cool little thing there. Yeah, Chris did a good job of setting that up before today.
No, that's neat. Now we just got to get a couple. Maybe get Musk down there and do the interview.
Yeah, we were able to interview him from here, right? Like I can talk to him down there. Okay. So we were talking back and
do
forth.
That on the bench.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Maybe.
Maybe not Grimmer, but
myself
or Gary.
I do want to ask about. Did you see those two plays in the third period? It looked like Parker had his jersey grabbed mid-play, and it didn't go. Yeah.
And the answer we got
here's the replay of it. We're going to show it on the screen here. Can you pull it up on our monitor as well here, Chris? I don't know why we don't have it on our monitor here, but well. But
yeah, that's a quite like it's the when the puck crosses this side, it's the long linesman's calling the icing or not, so he definitely can't see that. Yeah. But I feel like the back linesman could probably wave it off, or even bring it back to center after that.
Is that not a penalty though? Grabbing someone's jersey?
Yeah, I doubt the ref saw it just because it was. I wouldn't say it's subtle, but it definitely was a pull on the jersey. At least call the icing back, put it at center ice.
Yeah,
that was one play.
Well.
Yeah, and what was the other one?
What was the other one? There was another play.
Hines' trip.
Hines' trip. They call it a trip where he was tying up his stick.
I thought it was a trip. I watched it.
Okay,
he came down on his stick. The one on Gillespie in the corner. I don't know. Maybe it was just a hard hit and he fell awkward, and maybe it was a blinds hit. I couldn't tell. I haven't watched it yet. That's the only other one. I thought the game was well refereed today.
Yeah,
fair enough. They let them play. They didn't insert themselves into the game. I thought our power play could have been better. Like we had possession a lot.
Yeah, Martin had that one-timer chance at the back door.
Yeah,
too bad.
Warning whiz one by, and
yeah, too bad.
It's when a PK is very stationary. You need more movement than just up top. You need guys driving through, and Calgary's power play didn't get much of an opportunity there today. Just with when the first power play's got possession for a minute and a half, it's hard to get things going, right? And, we thought about even taking a timeout there, but we just didn't get the whistle when we needed it. But I thought the power play looked good. I just didn't think we executed it the way we wanted to.
I do like Maddox Martin's game, though. He's a good player.
Oh, he's fantastic. Like, he's smart, too. Like, you give him the freedom to kind of do what he wants with that position. And he's really good in front of the net, too, because he had a goal there last week. And so, he's just going to get more comfortable with it the more we practice it, and he'll get better.
For you guys, as you look towards this weekend, it's a big boost for you guys. Jenkins said it in a less political way. 2 games you want to win, Saturday, Sunday. How big are those two for your group?
Like, to his point, like, I guess in theory every game is winnable.
Well, yes.
So you have 2 teams that are doing really well. Like Langley, they had a tough night the other night, but Langley's on the uprise. Like once Brad took over there and kind of turned things around, put his stamp on the team, they've really turned it around. And it's a hard barn to play in. Like it really is. They're a simple team. They go to work. They got pretty good talent there as well. And so playing in that rink, again, we just got to stick to the chips because they're a north-south team. You get your pucks past their D-men, you go after their goalies, get pucks in net. And then with Surrey, they've beat us. They can surprise you. I think Surrey's playing a lot better than the start of the year, too.
They are. Made some big changes,
the right personnel to play the passy style of game. And, you never know. It's a big rink, which I think benefits our speed. As long as we take advantage of the width and depth of it. And, we just got to focus on the first game. And it's one of those additives where today means nothing if you don't win Saturday.
Yeah.
You got to build on it. You know what? One's a fluke, two's a streak. You want to kind of think about have that mentality, right? And then, 2's a fluke, 3's a streak, and you just kind of keep going with it. And that's kind of where we're at. Like we're just focused on the next one. Get that win and kind of build that momentum for us. And with the standings. We are coming down in games, and both teams very catchable. I think. Especially since we play them 14 times coming up, or whatever it is. So we can definitely get some gain some ground there, and put us in a better spot, for April.
Before we let you go, we do have to ask you about something that happened in the first period. Chris, are you able to get our monitor here up? I'm not sure why it's.
Because they turned the Jumbotron off.
Oh, it's because they turned the Jumbotron off. I'm not sure.
I can look at this one over here. What are we looking at?
No. We got to get it up over here so we can call you out on something really harrowing that happened.
Did I miss? Is it missing the puck?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Puck came to the bench and almost caught it?
No. We gotta go to instant replay first.
You should see it now.
There we go.
Yeah,
we got it.
Okay.
All right. So, Chris, if we can play this quick little clip for you. Take a look. Oh. Can you mute it?
Oh, yeah.
Chris, can you mute it? I don't know what happened there. There we go. You want to play it one more time? All right. So the puck goes forward and on to the glass and swing and a miss. Can you
Yeah, you know what
zoom back
happened?
out? Can
Yeah,
you zoom
yeah.
back out? I think it's actually more clear with it zoomed out.
I can walk you. I remember it.
Uh-oh. What happened there?
Hey, fun story
Whoa,
before,
okay, here we are.
before Chris finds this. First game in the Grizzlies, on the bench, puck comes out, stick my hand out, grab it. Like, it was, pretty casual, but it was coming.
Sure, Pinocchio.
No, wait for it. You can find it. You can find the clip.
All
and
right,
find it.
all right,
Anyways,
all right.
catch it. And I gave it back to the linesman.
Swing and a miss.
And I remember being like, I don't know why I caught that. My hand hurts now. Like, it was just on fire. That one, I saw it coming. I'll find that clip for you now. You guys can play it. I saw it coming, and I hesitated. Then I was like, okay, I go for it, and I missed it. And it was sputtering on 3 axes there.
It's okay, man.
I'm going to find that clip for
gonna-
you.
we
Go back
get
to
it. You're not an
2021. 2021, third game of the season.
To be fair, there was a puck that went right into the booth in Port Alberni last year, and I didn't even make a play on it. I just...
You know what? In Cowichan,
And this is a great story. God rest his soul. Evan Hammond came up to me after the game and said, I waited my whole life for that play to come up into this booth, and you chickened out. You couldn't even make it for me, and we shared a good laugh.
I had one in Cowichan. I was talking to the D-man on the board, and I turned, and the puck was coming right at me midsection, and Mika's just kind of snagged it.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, we should go find that clip. I said that Mika saved your life on the bench.
It was
was sizzling
I
off
would
the
have
ice.
been down and out.
The whoo!
I would have had to leave the bench.
At least it's not Powell River where Grimmer gets
Got
nails.
concussed.
That was something.
That's where Grimmer walked by me. He's like,
What year
I'm
was
okay. He's
this?
like,
What year
I'll
was-
just go
that
talk
was,
to. I'll just go talk to my neurologist.
Yeah, 2022-23 in Powell River. We
He has
shouldn't laugh.
PTSD because
We shouldn't laugh. He is
can
like
laugh now.
we can laugh now, but 2022-23 puck goes out of play in Powell River off the glass, and Grimmer's turned this way. I think talking to the D-men because he did the D core
Yeah.
at the time, and straight in the back of the head, and you could
Blood
hear
coming
it
down,
and the blood
white
coming down the
shirt.
head. It was kind of funny, but not
he
because
got a bit woozy.
he
and-
tried to play it off, and after the game, he did not seem like himself
No.
at all. Like he was saying, I remember him talking, and we were like,
Grimmer,
"Are you okay?"
Are you having a stroke? What's going on here? And
Oh,
he was-
man.
Like that was a dangerous. Like that's dangerous. Like,
Yeah, that was bad.
people don't think enough about the staff on the bench, the trainers included. And I know Johnny took a puck in the arm not too long ago.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Jake's taking a couple pucks, and it's like you do have to be aware.
Jake's car took a smash today.
No, I saw that.
Don't bring it up.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It is dangerous. You know, you gotta keep in. You know, I'm surprised it took so long for netting to come up into hockey.
Right.
Like it was that, a sad story with a little girl in New York who got hit with a puck and, she lost her life. And they brought in the meshing, and it's like how often are you really paying attention for the entire game?
No.
Then on the bench you're more into it. And there's some
Especially with the
benches.
invention of the cell phone.
Yeah, and then if you're I'm always wary if I'm watching the iPad, waiting until the play's down on the other end, or you never know. Some benches are more scary than others. Like in Langley, you're right in it. Cowichan, you're right in it. Then you got some better benches like ours in Chilliwack where you have a little more room on it. But yeah, there's some benches where you're kind of sitting over the ice and a trail, you're right in it. And
Be there in March.
yeah, and Merritt was one of those ones where you're
Well,
kinda-
everyone was in it. I was pretty much playing.
you
at that
were
point.
on top of the ice.
I was
yeah.
playing in the game in Merritt. I am glad we're able to have more fun with these when we do win. That's
Yeah, it
feels good.
It feels a little forced to have fun when you don't win, and
So how'd you
you're not
feel out
yeah,
there?
exactly. And so it is nice to get one of these here, and I think we've got to build on it, keep building on it.
Good performance. I do want
And
to give
then
a
also happy birthday to Beckham Irwin, who had his
Oh, that's right.
Matt Irwin's
Matt
son.
Irwin's son had his birthday today. They were
They
out
were
in
in one of the booths here.
box number 7, I think, or box 8. Box 8.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they came down there, and Beckham did the starting lineup for us
Good
in the
name
room
too,
there.
Beckham. Good
Yeah.
name. Good name.
Yeah, so
Matt.
he did the starting lineup for us in the room there, and a couple nerves, but Matty was right there with him, and it was
tonight's starting lineup one of those?
Well, he was a little more shy than anything, but he's still young, and so
Yeah.
it was fun to have them there, and fun to have he wanted to have his birthday party here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's great to see that.
Yeah, and his dad gets a win. I do want to give a quick shout out to my beautiful girlfriend Taya, who heard that we had lost 3 in a row, and I have no one actually knows this. I have a tradition. I can't use the same pen twice if we lose to do all my score sheets, because if people at home don't know, I score keep, obviously, and obviously it's just pages and pages and pages of scorekeeping. And I can't use the same pen twice after the team loses. I have to change it up, just like I have to change up my suit, so I'm kind of stuck with this ensemble this weekend. But she went out and bought me a new pen because she wanted us to win. Look, it's got, there we go.
Oh,
Got some,
that kid's got a ball that does that.
And we
My
won.
2-year-old son
Okay, man.
has the ball.
It was a gift.
So is
and
his.
we won. So,
Hey, we'll take it.
shout out to Taya for buying this because it helped us win. There we go. I told her I'd give us a shout out. I
She
said,
listening?
probably not. But kind of funny though.
Yeah,
The silly
it is.
pen made it happen.
I like
It is kind of funny, though. Look at that thing.
It's got the googly
Oh,
eyes.
yeah. Look at that. This is the new Grizzlies Victory pen.
Looks like a blue gritty.
Look at this thing. It's even funnier when it's zoomed in on.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
You know what? Hey, it's all good fun. Let's do what we can with it.
I love it. So Neil,
Tom, thank you.
see you on the bus on Saturday.
see you
Appreciate
Saturday
you coming
afternoon.
up, and big win for the squad. We'll continue the post-game show in just a moment.